If you don't heal what hurt you, you'll bleed on those who didn't cut you. Hey guys, I'm Sidney. I am a certified holistic health coach. I have a major passion for women coming into themselves and kind of just slowing down to hear their intuitive nature within. We are so powerful. Although my message is specifically for women, I think men can, really anyone, can value and identify with the idea of not feeling enough. We're exhausted and we're burnt out and we are what I call hustlers. We hustling for worthiness. We're hustling to be on top. We're hustling and pushing and trying to show that we're equal in a world that sometimes likes to remind us that we may not be, even though we know that we are. And what does it matter what others say? What does it matter the fact that our society, our government, in my opinion, and certain systems in this world and in our country is so behind? It doesn't matter, because you can be the change. You, by embodying your true essence and living your truth, can create a ripple effect for the world that I really think that we are all feeling that we're ready to step into and that we need now. Here on my channel, we'll all together be healing ourselves from the inside out holistically, which means that we're going to be integrating all parts of ourselves. We're going to be integrating wellness, we're going to be integrating mindset, and we're going to be integrating movement, and we're going to have different conversations and discussions about what it means to be centered in yourself, because I really truly believe that we're all too busy striving and pushing and grabbing and doing so many things that get us confused and lost, and we carry all this extra weight and layers because we're looking for things outside of ourselves, when really the truest power that we have is within. I want to help heal people, help heal women, and have them recognize the things that took me a while to recognize, but I've been on this journey for a while now, and through my education, through my experiences, I've really come to understand that it's not so much simple, but it's something you already have, and we just need remembering. We're gonna remember together. I think that we have gotten into an unhealthy rhythm of striving and hustling and grabbing and trying to attain things that are not truly standing in our power. When you're trying to strive for something outside of you, then that means that you aren't confident and comfortable in what you have to offer and who you are. And I don't mean goals. I don't mean in terms of like you want to be the best version of yourself, or you know, maybe it really is in your heart to be the vice president of a company. That's amazing. Go get it. Nobody's here to tell you they shouldn't, but you don't need to play a game to get there. You don't need to conform and put on this mask or take on this like persona to get there. No, that's what I want us to cut the crap with. You need to be going after your life within your authentic self and your natural rhythm, so that your actual innate special uniqueness comes shining through. Too many of us are playing the comparison game and looking at the person next to us and seeing what they're doing on Instagram and feeling like inadequate and not enough and like you don't have something special. I've been like having a lot of chats with friends and I'm like, I'm sorry, you don't see how valuable you are? Let me name you the ways. And I rattle off a bunch of different things. I'm like, oh wow, yeah. And it's because we think that we are not enough because there's so much out there telling us that we're not, and that's not true, and you gotta stop listening. And you need to remember. And we gonna remember on this channel. Can I get an amen? Amen! Praise, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Together we're gonna figure out the tools, and it's all about mindset. Sometimes we don't accept ourselves because there's something hard that we went through, or something hard that we're going through, or something that happened to us, and we don't want to acknowledge that experience and let it color our story. It doesn't have to define you. It doesn't have to be the ending. But you should let it color you. You should let it color your story, because it's why you're here. It's a part of your threading. It's a part of what's gonna make you special, you know? And I'm sure in our time together, we will all learn of some of the hard things that I've gone through, but I don't sit there. I used to sit there in shame. I used to sit there in a disgust of like, how could I be loved? Or how can I love myself? And that's just so sad that I wasted any of that time, because I see how I am and how precious this person is and how valuable they are and how beautiful each one of our souls are. We're here for a purpose, and I want to help people through healing and shedding the weight. And I'm not talking pounds, like shedding the weight of stories and negative self-talk, comparison, and also just feeling like you need to numb. And what happens, when you don't shed that weight, like the need to numb and the need to hide and the need to also inflict pain on others. Like there's a beautiful like quote, I'm sure you've seen it in a meme. It's like, well, it's not a meme, it's just a quote. But it says something about like bleeding. Found it. If you don't bleed, if you don't heal what hurt you, you'll bleed on those who didn't cut you. Too many of us are running around here bleeding and then cutting people left and right. It's gotta stop, okay? And then you wonder, why don't I have a partner? Let's just say, maybe that's the conversation we have with ourselves. Or why do I have this partner and it feels unfulfilling? And why do we always fight? And why are we always hurting each other? Why is it very toxic? We have no business really being out there in the world passing judgment when we have a lot to deal with inside here. And that's okay, we all do. Hello, you're not the only one. Actually, that story is kind of taken by every single person here on this earth. We all have things we need to heal, and we're gonna do it together. I feel like too many of us are walking around a little broken or half or fragmented. That happens, and guess what? Also, that's a part of life. But I want to give you the tools on how to get to the other side, or when you are broken, or when things happen in life, how do we make ourselves whole again? And if you've been walking around broken for a really long time, and you can be whole, you can totally be whole. You can totally have natural energy. You can totally be the happiest person in the room. And if other people are like, oh, she's annoying, guess what? Well, I'm so sorry. Whatever it is you take in energetically, physically, literally, like it's going to be a part of you. It's going to be what you embody and who you are. And we're going to together figure out those tools, and we're going to just kind of knock it off. This is kind of just my intro video to say, hey, welcome you to my channel, get you excited. If there's anything you want me specifically to talk about, put them in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. I'm excited. I think we're gonna have fun. I'm gonna be really real and honest, so it might be tough to hear, but guess what? It's okay, because we're gonna get through it and we're gonna have fun. And when you show up for yourself, beautiful things happen. If you show up for yourself and demand for more, the universe will expand with you, and your life will be bigger than you imagine. If we all are healing and we are all shining in our authentic self and feeling powerful and going after what we want and discovering our confidence, then we're gonna encourage the next person. Then there's just gonna be a beautiful flow of gorgeous people giving love, shining their light, and empowering others to do the same. That's a world I wanna live in. I'm excited for that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm excited. There's gonna be a new video coming out next week, and we'll be talking about something actually specific. This is very more general, just because I wanted to say, hey, welcome, thank you, and I'm excited. Don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, and like this video. Share it with your friends. Love you guys.